All right, Grand Rising Tribe, trying something a little different this time. So, how's everybody feeling after? Well, welcome to all my new subscribers, old subscribers. As you know, if you do know me, um, I've had this channel for years and I just haven't put any practice into it. And now I have created a space for me to be able to do that. Um, I'm here to share some divinely inspired messages as a channel, as a medium, as a seer, as a visionary, for my other visionaries, and for those of us tapping into things beyond the veil. So let's get started, right? Generally, I do a pick a pile, but today I was inspired to simply go through a message that I was divinely guided to share with this most recent full moon in Libra, as well as the eclipse. A lot of things are shifting, a lot of erratic energy, right? Before those few days before the full moon, but during the full moon, I felt eerily peaceful. And I think this calm is coming from this Libra full moon, also known as the worm moon. Now, depending on where your placements are, what you have in your chart, as far as astrological definitions, planetary houses, things like that. So I started off with the tarot because this will give us a clear picture of what may be going on for you or in your energy, in your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, wherever it might be, right? So I want to start there, taking a look at those things. I will be referring to some of the books that came with some of these tarot decks and oracle card decks, just to be sure I don't miss anything, because I want this message to be as clear as possible. And now I have saged, and I'm going to continue to let the sage run to cleanse our energy, cleanse this space. Um, so let's see. The first card that we have coming up is the Seven of Cups reverse. Speaking of desire, determination, strong willpower, a goal nearly attained, intelligent choice, desire again, will, resolution. Okay, so it looks like emotional options coming through, right? And in this aisle column, we have the North Node, also speaking of emotions. So it looks like most recently you had to make an emotional choice, something that was deeply emotional, just like the very deep blues of this die, right? And for the North Node, we have a planet placement card, which is Neptune. And it looks like this was something that you were almost following your intuition on, right? This card lets us know that it's a focus on inspiring others, being prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. So it looks like you had a lot of options in the recent past, and they were emotional. You didn't know what was up from down. It looks like this Neptunian energy, which is a planet of illusion and fantasy, had you in a space of confusion. It seems like you were a bit confused in the most recent past, but you were following your North Node. And for those of us that don't know, the North Node is your soul's path, what your soul incarnated into this 3D reality for, to accomplish, to complete, to focus on, right? The advancement of your soul was focused or put at the forefront for these things, right? And here I see it took some patience. These are the higher self oracle cards, right? You had to go through some patience. You had to do something with patience. It looks like this has been a long time coming. So there seems to have been a major shift in the most recent past. And it looked into you focusing on your boundaries. And if you're anything like myself, an empath, a healer, an intuitive, a psychic, clairvoyant, having all the clairs, we can sometimes misinterpret messages if we are unaware of our gifts. This would be the with great power comes great responsibility, right? Because we're able to pick up on so many subtle energies and tap into so many consciousnesses, if that's a word, and dimensions, it's hard to put into words when these aren't things that we discuss in everyday conversation, right? And if you haven't been empowered with the knowledge or the resources to have a better understanding and grasp of what is being shown to you, you'll misconstrue those things for your own feelings, right? So it looks like you had a lot of patience and you finally decided to put up some boundaries, right? Maybe you're about to follow a dream. Maybe something for you has started and you finally put effort towards that, right? I want to get a little bit more interpretation, right? Before we move on to our current state and the future, right? We may title this our full moon reading. Let's see. Give me a second, please. Let me get some water in my vape that will charge during this full moon. I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope everyone, well, not I hope, I know. And I'm sending the energy to you, right? Yeah. This yellow, this glitter, these glimmers of yellow and gold are very potent to me. They're sticking out very wildly. It looks like you had to use some creativity to make the best choice for yourself, right, when it comes to the Seven of Cups. So, first, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this die of the North Node, which is super positive. It means you're in alignment, you're on your path, you're doing what you were destined to be doing. It's a good look. Let's see. Your North Node. North Node of the Moon, pertaining to what goes around comes around. Karmic cycle, fear of not knowing, destiny, afterlife, another reality. Right. It just seems in the most recent past you were tapping into another reality for yourself, something maybe beyond your wildest dreams, something that you didn't think would be possible. And maybe through some divine inspiration, a dream, a daydream, a thought, words, symbols, signs, synchronicities, you were really able to pick up on what was the right option out of all these cups that are reversed that you were looking as failures, right? Emptied cups, right? But it seems like you had a lot of determination, strong willpower, and a goal was nearly attained, right? It could even be a situation where something was offered to you that really deep down inside your soul knew, or you knew, your higher self knew that this wasn't what was meant for you, right? Because we have this North Node, this Neptunian energy, right? Let's look at these karma cards. This is coming from these are the karma cards, known as the karma cards. And as you see, Neptune and your North Node definitely seems like you're reaping some good karma, right? Or even Dharma. Dharma is the positive aspect of karma when we look at it from that perspective. I want to tap into this a bit more, and then this will help us better interpret what else Spirit is trying to communicate to you. So you had a Seven of Cups situation that was reversed, right? Let's see. Okay, so we'll look at the spiritual, mental, and physical. So, spiritually, yeah, it looks like you're here to inspire others with your talent, your gifts, whatever this inspiration, this dream, this goal, this strong desire. Your soul has a strong desire to accomplish this during this lifetime, right? Mentally, it's taking sacrifice, right? You had to sacrifice some of these empty options that were being given to you. And that may not have been easy. It may have been a major sacrifice to you, you feel, right? And physically, practically, you ask yourself, what is this yielding to, right? What what will these actions that seem so impractical lead me to? Yeah, it looks like you went through a very emotional sacrifice. You had patience with yourself from your higher self. It's telling you to have patience with this. It's not going to happen overnight, right? It could. Who knows? Jupiter's around, right? And you had to have these boundaries with yourself, boundaries with others. Maybe you even pushed past some boundaries that you've had. Maybe you've tapped into a higher frequency, right? A higher way of being. Oh, I'm so excited to see what else is going on because the cards are really clearing up for me now for me to interpret this for you. So, in the most recent past, you aligned with your North Node, which is your soul's purpose, and you realize you are here to inspire others with whatever gift, talent, anything that you see as you may not have seen as worthy of a praise or adoration. But through Neptune, you are able to fall into a place of fantasy. And something that seemed like a fantasy, almost too good to be true, actually, or just couldn't happen, unfathomably, right? Couldn't picture it. It's coming through. And it's thanks to you having patience and boundaries. Your higher self is continuing to let you know, have boundaries, have balance. This definitely coincides to me with this Libra full moon, which is about balance, harmony, and reciprocity in relationships, right? So something is getting eclipsed out, right? Because we also have the eclipse season happening as well. So this is your most recent past. You possibly had to communicate something with all these blues here, something emotional, maybe to yourself, or you got a communication that wasn't what you wanted to hear. Or your gifts have heightened and you saw through some BS that was meant to destroy you and it didn't, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm loving this nurturing for you. Let's see. I'll just leave this here. So this was your recent past. Now, what's going on currently? We have Aquarius, right? Aquarius is the water bringer. This is the age of Aquarius. These are in your signs, right? So based on this die, this is the emotional side of where you are, Aquarius. Wow, I realized something. So this is our emotional die, the zodiac, right? The emotional side of the situation. Okay, so in the recent past, it actually looks like this is a situation you're following your North Node. This isn't even about feelings. This is something that you almost can't deny. This is something that's your soul is pulling you to where you're supposed to be, and it caused you to realize some of these options were just empty cups being poured out and not really meant for you. Oh man, you got pulled into alignment. Let's put it that way. The universe had to make you uncomfortable so that you would move. Otherwise, you would not have moved, right? And emotionally, you're in your head about it. You know, Aquarius can come off as very cold or very intellectual, right? Intellectualizing everything. However, Aquarius do have emotions, right? And these are the water bearers, right? These are the water bearers. They want to bring people together. They want to have a world where people can win, and it is a balance again of peace, right? Aquarius can be viewed as a humanitarian, the person that would look into agriculture, look into new ways and more sustainable ways of being, right? You might even have a North Node in Aquarius. I definitely resonate with that. Wow. So you got uprooted, you got pulled out of whatever false pretenses, whatever Neptune had you trapped in. You either delved deep into the dark of Neptune, going through a dark night of the soul. I mean, it's just, again, this is a massive message for so many people, and hopefully it touches you. And if you are here, you were divinely guided, and this message is for you. Okay, so just bear with me as I interpret all of these different signs. It's so much energy coming from all of these cards. I mean, I was so ready to do this, but I had to take my time to get this message out here. I had to set up the space and the frequency, get the energies right for us. Okay. Um, Long story short, your recent past, you got catapulted. You know now your direction. You know now to have boundaries. You know now to have patience coming from your higher self. It's like you started to commune with the divine, right? And there is nothing that's going to stop you, right? You have the desire, the will, the resolution. You've come to a conclusion like, okay, this is what I need to do, right? And currently, in the present moment, right? You have your willpower spiritually is moving you forward. Your willpower is moving you forward. We have Aries. In Aries, you may have some strong Aries placements in your chart as you notice this fire, this strong action, masculine energy, right? You may be moving into your masculine energy, right? You are changing mentally what you think you know about something, about yourself, about the world. You are shifting timelines, jumping into a new reality. And physically, practically, doing it your own way. And what does that get you, right? It looks like you could be an entrepreneur like myself. You could be starting your own business. You could be being guided by your north node without question. You got rid of these cups that are all reversed, right? And you're moving into a place of doing it your own way, right? And then we also had a double card come out, which is Leo, right? In Leo. So we got two fire signs, two of the strongest fire signs, right? Very passionate, very strong willpower, right? And spiritually, your willpower is leadership. You are a leader. You are a leader, right? What do you think about what you think you know about the creativeness of, right? You are creating something. You have been divinely inspired to create something. Do what you want to and do it your own way. And oh man, this is some strong energy. You have like the force of God behind you. This is what it feels like. You have your north node. You being in your north node, when a person or individual is in their north node, nothing can stop them. Nothing. You couldn't even stop yourself. This blessing cannot be blocked. These false cups have been emptied. You see your path, right? But then we get to this Nine of Swords, misery, concern, quarrel, right? This Nine of Swords, misery, concern, quarrel, unhappiness, miscarriage, anxiety over a loved one, worry, despair, suffering, desolation, sleeplessness. Nine of Swords would be such isolation, being attacked by the you're in this mental state of concern. You're in this mental state of fear. It's all mental. It's your own trap, right? The swords represent mental, right? Nothing emotional. And it's crazy because in this, I misinterpreted, but I got clarification, and which is why I have these books with me to make sure I don't miss anything for you because this is such an important message. The situation itself revolved around your North Node, right? This most recent past situation. You had to do what your soul knew was right, and you did. You put up boundaries, you had patience, you put up boundaries, right? You went through Neptune, saw past the illusions of these offers being made to you, and you come here where you're almost emotionless or running from the emotion. It almost feels like you're putting this energy could even be projected to you. This energy can be projected to you from these adversaries, quote unquote adversaries, right? These this group, individuals, right? And I see this king here, this almost emperor looking person that has all the other village goers deciding to attack. It looks like you. You're like a little, right? Cast it away in your own little shell. But the thing is, look at this golden wall, right? This yellow, like I told you, standing out to me. It's like your solar plexus is on fire. You are on fire. And this seems like the divine fire, eternal flames that do not go out, that will never stop, right? You could definitely have placements in Leo and Aries in your big three, or significant placements like your Venus and Mars, even your midhaven, right? Possibly a North Node Aquarius. I see any numbers yet? No, not yet. No numbers. We'll get into that as well, certainly. So you went from the Seven of Cups reversed, focused, determined, to now almost regretting the choice you made or feeling afraid because the steps in front of you are not as clear and defined. And being an A type personality myself, I love it. Things in front of me, planned out, mapped out, A to B, right? But sometimes, and most times, when we're dealing with ethereal energies, subtle energies, frequencies, and consciousness that are being developed, right? That are coming into existence, our words are birthing things into this reality, right? So it looks like you're birthing something big here. And I really don't think you need to be so in your head about it, right? But that's where you are. That's what's happening right now. And that's okay. And patience, again, is a part of the process coming from your higher self, right? Have these boundaries, understand your empathic powers, understand your ability to be so sensitive, discern, right? The gift of discernment, use that to your advantage. Determine what's really your energy, what's someone else's energy. And I mean, the sage is just, I don't know if you can see it. I do have my fan on, but boy, is it like cleansing us right now. Wow. So, from our chosen ones, Oracle, love this deck. Love this. Magi. You gotta check her out if you haven't. She's on Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, all the social medias. Thank you, Magi. This deck has been wonderful. So, again, I'm using this last row as guidance, right? We're looking at the situation, the emotions of it, how you're feeling about it, right? What's going on internally, externally, right? But not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. This is what I'm feeling from these cards. It's like you have a miracle coming. You are a miracle. You are God's ambassador. I mean, it doesn't get any more straight than that. It's clear as day. right? And looking out for these synchronicities. You've probably been seeing 222, 333, 444, 555, 1111, 1010. Look these things up. Look up angel numbers. This is something for you to invest in. Look at these angel numbers because we want to get out of this Nine of Swords energy, right? And let me look into something else as well. All right, let me give my sage a little break. There we go. Yes, Rod. It looks like you went through something pretty recently. And I'm proud of you if nobody's told you that recently. Very proud. It's a beautiful thing. Bring my bowl back. So, thinking about it, in your recent past, do you feel like things were eliminated to you? Maybe things you didn't even want to know about. I know I definitely resonate with that right now. But so it goes. Okay. So, biggest key points from your higher self patience, right? Look at you budding. New idea, this birthing of something. Your boundaries, you clarifying these boundaries with yourself intrinsically, externally, all around boundaries, right? You're finding this balance, and possibly this Libra full moon has helped you do that, right? So, of course, okay. And I want to look more into these tarot, right? So we had the Seven of Cups. Let's read both of these books. Let's see. So we have the Seven of Cups, feeling overwhelmed with choices. One must be made. Imagination. Then we have the Nine of Swords, sense of anxiety and despair, feelings of oppression. Do you feel like your light is being oppressed? Do you feel like your humanitarian desires are really not being met with what you'd like? Right? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, God is letting you know, your higher self is letting you know, have patience, set some boundaries. Not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you, you are God's ambassador, and look out for these synchronicities. Oh, spiritual birth too. Yeah, you're cleansing, right, with this eclipse. Excuse me. You're setting boundaries. Oh, yeah. You just had some strong winds come in too. You have this eternal fire, internal fire, this divine fire, right? Screw this Nine of Swords. You have this internal fire, this willpower for leadership, right? You're changing what you think you know about the creativeness of yourself, your own creative abilities, right? Your own solar plexus energy, all this yellow. You are in the midst of creation, birthing something, right? And you have this balance I see boundaries, but I'm also picking up balance of these masculine and feminine energies within yourself, right? This nine of swords, it seems to just not fit to me. Look, I mean, you're in this wall of pure creation, pure divine golden light, right? But you're worried, and that's natural. It's natural to be worried. Let that channel that through you. Emotions come and go. You don't have to hold on to it, right? So in the recent past, you saw through some illusions. You your north node kicked in and put you right where you need to be, told you what you need to do, and it looks like you followed that. And now you may be in some anxiety about what the next step is. Like, okay, I did that. I left the job. I started this new life. I cut off that family member. I broke up that relationship. I changed my diet. I changed my habitual thoughts about myself and others and reality. Now what? Right? The message is you are the miracle. One is on its way to you. You are God and God's ambassador. Look out for the synchronicities. Okay. Wow. This is all coming together. I mean, I just put the cards together, had no idea where it was going to go or what type of information I was going to get for us, but I mean, it's all coming together. Okay. And then finally, we have the house die, the area of life, and you have number 11, which is a number that you can look up as well, right? We did have 1111 here. Here's your 11, right? You're literally seeing 1111 right now. And 11 is a master number. It looks like you are, right? Oh, this is some intense energy. So I get why you'd be in your head about it. Just take a deep breath, drink some water, make sure you're nourishing yourself, you know? Practically, do it your own way and do what you want to do. And that's and whatever you want. That's the best way to put it, right? You getting this miracle, you are the miracle, right? And it doesn't have to be a tangible monetary miracle. It can be something where you are starting to see yourself in the way that God sees you. You are starting to see yourself in the way that higher beings see you, right? And being a true spiritualist, as above, so below, it looks like you really went through the depths of Neptune, illusions, right? So moving on to the future, what can we expect for the future, right? And I love this the purple in this die, right? Number 11. Purple is linked to royalty. Purple and gold, you are royalty. It's linked to royalty, right? And purple represents higher consciousness, psychic wisdom, right? Intuitive downloads. You're really tapping into that as well. Ooh. So let's see what's going on for the future. You got the past, you cleared it up, you set your boundaries, you're having patience, you're in your head right now. You have this willpower that is unbeatable. It's coming from your north node, right? I mean, and even if we look, right, choose what you want to do. You're choosing a direction, do it, right? It's leading to this seven of swords. It's like you're in this indecision, but it's reversed. Like you've got a resolution, you have an answer. Trust it. So we also have a houses card here for the future, and it's the seventh house, right? Spiritually, you want to do something diplomatically. Mentally, you're looking at your relationships, which I mean is in direct alignment with the Libra full moon that we just had. Okay. And physically, you want to make sure that you get a fair deal. right? You're looking at this humanitarian, this Libra Aquarius energy, the innovator, right? Aquarius being the first of its kind, the genius, right? Doing something that's never been done before. Oh, okay. And we have the King of Wands reverse, severity, somewhat excessive and exaggerated ideas, dogmatism, deliberateness, intolerance. It looks like you're not taking no for an answer. You know what you know, and you're accepting that. And that's powerful because when you know who you know where you're going, and you know the steps to take. And even if you don't know them immediately, give yourself some patience to bloom. You're getting there. And that's the beginning. That's what I think was being projected at you. I feel like this is projection energy. You're letting go of the projections from others, from yourself, from things that were taught to you in childhood. You are releasing something and starting over. It's like a reset. And this is the springtime. This is a perfect time to reset, right? The spring equinox just happened. We had a Libra full moon. I mean, for me, the signs are as clear as they can be. And I want to make sure I relay this information to you as well as clearly as I can. It's a reset for your life, who you are, what you thought reality was. And this Nine of Swords energy, wanting you to be in fear, anxiety, this group. It seems like a group of individuals. It can be family, friends, coworkers. I mean, this is a broad message for many people, right? All over the world. But if anything has been resonating so far, try. Please let me know, okay? I would love to hear, okay? So, for the future, you have your 11th house and your 7th house, which let me get more clarification on those for you. Your 7th house represents partnerships, personal or business. A new person in your life may become significant, can relate to contracts, marriage, divorce, or matters of the law. Ooh. And your 11th house represents protection and good moments, lucky, gifts, connection with people, sharing bounty, prosperity. I mean, it's saying it all through the cards. And because I feel it so deeply, you you've you are the miracle. A miracle is on its way to you. You have unlocked something. Do not deny this. This is not an illusion. Okay? You are moving with willpower. You are focused. Let's do maybe doing some cleansing, right? Will definitely help. Um, if you have this burning desire to do something, do it. Do it because it's time, right? The the universe is supporting you. The universe has your back, and as a matter of fact, I will get that deck shortly to close out our messages. But you're moving forward. It's a wrap. Nothing can be done to stop you. Not even you. You are moving forward. You are blessing the world. I'm excited to see what you create. Right? You can be the next Isaac Newton, the next Martin Luther King, the next great. And I mean, even before Oprah was Oprah, who was she? You know, before all of these great people in history that we have learned about, who were they before they were known, right? For all of the things that all the changes that they created, all the good that they brought to humanity, right? All right. So, I mean, you're getting some good luck, new partnerships coming in. You are in prosperity, even if it doesn't appear that way, right? With this Nine of Swords, even if it doesn't appear that way. I mean, this energy, I just want to clear it out, go away. And I think that's what you're doing. You're just gone. Get it out of here, out of there, right? Man. So you're being blessed in your 7th house. You're being blessed in your relationships. You're being blessed in contracts, right? You got any legal things going on? It's in your favor. You win. Not that there's a win or lose, right? But it's going to be fair and balanced for you. Oh man, this is good. This is good. Wow, look, you have the gift of courage. Hidden secrets. Hidden secrets. Yeah, like I told you, you're discovering some hidden secrets about others, the world, reality, maybe even about yourself, and Lumerian blood. So these are higher dimensional beings, the Lumerians. Do some research on that, okay? Wow. You have the courage to find these hidden secrets, right? You are God's ambassador. And maybe groups don't want you to do this. Maybe you're tapping into things that are breaking the matrix. Let's say you're outside of the matrix, you're seeing beyond the veil. Wow. All right, and I'm still going. Perfect. Whoa, I was not expecting. I mean, I felt the energies and I kept getting pushed and I kept delaying it, I kept delaying it. But man, I did not know how cohesive this entire message would be. You have the gift of courage, hidden secrets, right? You're uncovering those hidden secrets, and this is a blessing. And you have the Marian blood, being God's ambassador. Look out for these synchronicities. Not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. But man, I feel like this was a really good, quick reading. All right. If you're still here with me, then clearly the message resonated with you to some extent. All right. But for now, I will be on my way. Oh, and I did say, let me grab one more message for you, right? I also like this deck. The Universe Has Your Back, right? By Gabrielle Bringstein. Let's see what her message is. Let's do a quick shuffle of the cards. And what I'll do, right over this Nine of Swords, because we want that projection energy gone out of here. Well, in the bottom of the deck, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, all right, that was a lot. Whenever they fall out like this, I like to go with. Whenever a group of cards fall out like this, I usually go with the top one if it's face up. Or takeaway message: my fearless freedom lights up the world. Yeah, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. All right, tribe. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling re inspired. All right, until the next episode, I shall see you later. Well, let's do this. All right, tribe. I hope you found some guidance, some clarity, right? Move forward, have patience with yourself, keep those boundaries up, let go of this Nine of Swords anxiety projection, right? You made the right choice. You saw through those empty cups, right? You're not tolerating any more BS. I'm done with it. This is good. I shall see you.